Hello there. From the last session, you have learned what a collections API is, why we need it, and also the popular classes and interfaces that make up the Java Collections API. Today, I'll be presenting the list interface and the popular classes that implement the list interface. When you are accessing my YouTube videos, the YouTube web application is fetching all the videos from their database. Then it builds a data structure, handles this data structure over to the UI component to like a Java server page or a servlet, which iterates over this data structure and displays them or sends the HTML back to your browser where you will see all the videos that I post. This data structure in Java or the J2EE web application world is a list. A list allows you to add objects using an index position, and you can also retrieve the objects using an index, and all the classes that implement the list interface are ordered. By default, the elements you add gets added at the end of the list, but as I said, you can also add them using an index and it maintains the order as you add the elements. The array list is a growable array and it allows fast and random access. And to do that, it implements a marker interface called random access. A marker interface in Java doesn't have any methods. It just tells the implementation classes that this particular list allows random and fast access. So if you are iterating over a list of elements multiple times within your Java program or application, you should be using an array list. A vector is a leftover or carryover class from the previous versions of Java. It's same as an array list. It also implements the random access interface. But the difference is all the methods on a vector are synchronized. As a result, it adds a performance hit or performance overhead. So you should be using array lists and not a vector. And if your collections or if your array list has to be synchronized, you can use the java.util.collections class. It provides methods for you to synchronize the access to your array list or any other collection. A linked list is a doubly linked list. That means you can add elements either from the beginning or from the end of a list. And it's really fast to add elements because you can traverse through the list either from the starting or from the end. You can go back and just add an element. So if you within your application, if you are doing a lot of additions and deletions from within the list, you should be using a linked list, not the other two. And a linked list also provides additional methods which are not in the list interface to do just that, to add or delete elements from the end or from the beginning. To summarize, now you know what a list is. It's an ordered data structure and it allows you to add elements using an index and also to retrieve them. And the three different classes which implement the three different popular classes. There are other classes, but these are the popular ones we use on a day-to-day basis, and that's the reason I'm presenting only these three for now. The array list interface allows random access and fast access, and it does it by implementing the random access marker interface. A vector is a leftover class which is similar to an array list, except for all the methods in a vector are synchronized. And you should be using the java.util.collections class, which provides utility methods to synchronize your collection classes or the methods in your collections classes. A linked list is a doubly linked list, and it's easy to add or delete elements either from the start or from the end of a doubly linked list. So you should be using a linked list if you are adding and deleting elements multiple times within your application, and you should be using an array list if you are iterating over multiple times but not adding and deleting the elements. Before I present the map and the set interfaces, I'll be presenting, or I'll be showing you how to override the hash code and equals method, which are inherited by every Java class from the object class, in the next presentation. Until then, keep sharing and learning. Thanks for watching.